Greetings and bienvenue, Midnight Crew. Thank you for returning to this broadcast. And welcome to new viewers joining us for the first time. If you like a video, then feel free to subscribe.
Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
In this thread, home invasion stories. Of course I'll start. Be me last year. Visiting my parents in the family house. Have a nice lunch with them and chat for a bit sitting at the table. Gotta pee, guys. Be right back. Go upstairs, cause the bathroom is just better up there. There's this hallway with my old room on the left. Then the bathroom and my parents' bedroom right at the end of it. Just when I'm in front of my room, I see a leg in my parents' bedroom disappearing behind the door. Gray trousers and black sneakers, clear as day. You fucker, just wait a sec. Go to my room. Wear cheap range earmuffs. Get my good old 500. Storm my parents' room. Where the hell are you? Check the closet. Check under the bed. The window's open. He found his exit. Tell Pa and check the house with him and his boomer 1911. The house is safe. The feel when I didn't get to shoot an home intruder because I wasted time protecting my ears.
3 a.m. during the riots. Gunshots and fireworks going off everywhere. Sirens, screams and yells. Smoking a cigarette on the back porch. Suddenly hear loud clattering coming from inside the shed. Hair stands on the neck and adrenaline spikes. Realize I forgot to lock up the shed. Freeze for a moment in disbelief and fear, and to make sure I'm actually hearing what I'm hearing. Yup, I hear someone in the shed going through our tools and shit, loudly. Instantly assume it's finally my chance to enact my Second Amendment rights in my mental picture of this happening. Tiptoe, heart racing, inside and to the gun locker, grab lever-action rifle, load it, close eyes, and breathe deep for a moment. Say, okay, to myself, quietly step back outside. The metallic, frantic clattering is still happening in the shed. Go prone. Begin to army crawl across the back lawn with the rifle, taking special care to avoid making noise and avoid the motion lights. Finger on the guard the whole way, stopping occasionally when I heard an especially loud noise from the shed and lining up the iron sights with the shed door, then starting again after what seemed like forever, with my heart still racing. It's agonizingly slow. I have goosebumps, and my heart is thumping harder than ever against the ground. Reach the lawn's edge and the metal clattering actually stops. Pause silently in the grass with the sights of the rifle on the door at head height for maybe a full minute or two. Heart rate reaches audible jackhammering levels. Time slows down as I hold absolutely still. Get up, bolt to the shed door's edge, go flat against the wall, point the rifle one-handed parallel with the doorway head height, quietly reach for the handle. Holy shit. It really is unlocked and almost open. Clattering starts up again. This is it. Yell, this shed had better be fucking empty, at full volume. Tackle my way through the door, flinging it open loudly against the wall, and simultaneously rush in. Finger off the guard and onto the trigger. Time slows down, maximum adrenaline. Immediately, eyes begin darting around the scattered boxes and shelves and tools, searching for a target. Sweep the entire shed, scanning every shadow and every possible hiding spot with my eyes and the rifle, in maybe 2 or 3 seconds, as I strafe through it in slow motion, one twitch away from putting a hole in whatever this thing is pointed at. Clattering intensifies. Suddenly I see movement. Line up the sights in what seems like agonizing slow motion. Swear my heart is audible in the entire shed now. It's a fucking rat. Somehow don't shoot.
Freshman year of high school, January 1st. Big brother is working late, parents leave the house to go get him. I'm watching the Barrett-Jackson auto auction because it's cool. Hear the front door open? Turn around to see some random dude staring at me through the now open door. He pretends to close it a couple of times, but never closes it completely. I grab the cordless phone from the table while he pretends to leave again, wait for him to do it again, and then run into the garage. Call 911 in the garage and tell them there's a guy breaking into my house. Hear the dude inside the house, it's now or never. Unlock the garage door, throw it up as fast as I can, and haul ass across the street into the neighbor's bushes. Gave 911 operator a heart attack because of how much noise the garage door made. 4 squad cars rolled up a couple minutes later. Robber meets cops on the front lawn, tries to charge them, gets tased. Turns out this dude had been to prison like 3 times for breaking and entering charges. Anyways, that's why I own guns now.
Beamy 19-year-old French law student. Me and my girlfriend decide to rent in shitty part of town, big house though. I love the Cowboys in New Vegas, so I own a 1886 Navy. Girlfriend is anti-gun but thinks BP is cool because of Django. Gun is loaded without strikers because she is scared it'll go off. Almost never shoot my gun because I'm lazy and don't want to drive to a shooting range. Read on the news that some guys had their houses broken into. In the middle of the night I hear loud banging on the door. It's 2 guys, one Arab and one French, who look like police. Ask them what they want. They say that they need to take a look in my house. Tell them to fuck off, it's too late for a house search. 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. it's illegal for police to search your house, some exceptions applies. They start kicking at the door, get the gun, load the strikers in full panic and hide behind the couch. Girlfriend calls police and she was crying. Can't flee because of the 3rd floor. The door breaks, I shoot a huge flash and Try to pull the trigger again but can't do a single action, and adrenaline has stopped my brain from thinking straight. See one of the guys is on the floor, the other running away. Wait 15 minutes behind the couch. Police arrive and investigate the guy who has a bullet right in his head who died on the spot. The police caught the other guy and I was arrested. They were fake cops and did their tricks to other people. I was sent to a judge 5 months later, and I proved my innocence and Légitime Défense. We have since moved to a more quiet place. I still have the gun.
Be me, 2-ish years ago, working in a garage on a car and it's late at night. Spot up the road is a place teenagers like to park and wander into the woods near my house. Shit has been going missing lately. .jpg. Step outside to take a piss. No other houses around. Nobody to hear you scream. Hear rustling in the woods nearby, followed by whispering. Grab the garage shotgun, an old Stevens double-barrel 12-gauge, loads birdshot. Steps out with my gun and rounds corner. A group of 3 teenage males are stepping out of the woods and onto the lawn. I can see them in the moonlight, but they can't see me in the shadows. They walk straight towards me and are nearing the 75-foot marker, bird feeder. Raise the shotgun to about 45-degree angle and turn so they are to my side. Yell GTFO and fire both barrels into the air. They scatter like deer back into the woods, crashing through brush back to their truck and fug off. Put pecker away. They take off down the road.
Before I start this shitty Greentext, I'll first say that I'm not a burger. Anyways, be me in the end of the 90s. Terrorism in my city is rampant, and every day is a neighbor dead or an acquaintance. Be strolling in my big-ass garden, like 100 by 50 meters in size. See something resembling a human. Like a dumbass, I go check it out. Oh shit, it's a terrorist.jpg. He points his gun at me, and I couldn't tell if it was some sort of SKS or something similar. Didn't know much about guns then. He's clearly wounded, but not something that looks like a gun hole, just blood and stuff leaking out of his arm. Get me water, he said. Sure, I said, while I'm nearly shitting my pants. I go home and wear my shitty leather vest that has all my shotgun shells, grab the 12-gauge and muster up the balls to go to that fucker. I run as fast as I could to him. He was way ahead of me outside of my fence. I shoot 2 slugs. Miss like I have Parkinson's. He shot back at me. I hid behind. I don't know what it's called, but it's some leftover concrete metal thing he used as a base for building houses and stuff. I shoot back like a coward with only my gun sticking out while I'm nearly shitting myself, gunfire getting farther and farther away. Peek. He's far away. I stay there for a bit, trying not to lose my marbles from all of that adrenaline. Go back to my house pale as a ghost. That's about it, I guess. Not really the coolest of stories, but hey, it's still better than nothing.
Happened a few weeks ago. Got pretty close to having an encounter with 3 armed individuals. I'm in Texas, and this town is notorious for car break-ins and the occasional home invasion. Wife wanted me to take the dogs out after I got home from work, but I forgot to. Heard 3 guys talking outside our bedroom window, then heard a single gunshot. Called 911. 2 minutes later, the wife checks our cameras, and she acts like she just saw a ghost and breaks down. I grab the rifle and call 911 again. Cops are all over the neighborhood looking for the kids. Turns out they jumped our fence and ran through a large parcel of property to get away. I'm guessing they fired the gun by jumping our fence, and the idiot left his finger on the trigger. If I was outside with my dogs like I was supposed to be, I would have gotten in a shootout. Not sure how much of a legal ground I would have on my side. My dogs would have easily attacked them, and they probably would have shot at them or me after they jumped the fence. I'm glad nobody got hurt, but it's haunting to know they're still on the streets. I'm guessing with the video footage they were running away since somebody saw them. Cops refused to open a case. Sorry for the word salad post and no Greentext. Just woke up.
Not a shitpost. This story isn't me, but my dad. I was a shit little kid. Be my dad. Wake up in the middle of the night. Got a pissed out gif. Gets up, walks to the bathroom, turns the lights on, proceeds to take piss. Turns to the window which was next to the toilet. It leads to the side roof for the patio. Very malnourished, pale white face staring through the window. Literally face pressed up against the glass. He said he remembers his eyes were dilated and bloodshot. Basically, the Giga-Tweaker. Panic. Run to the bedroom, grabs his shitty Jimenez J9. Stepmom wakes up, starts freaking out asking what's wrong. Dad says nothing, racks round and runs to the bathroom. Giga-Tweaker is now stumbling towards the edge of roof. Dad opens window and goes to shoot. Tweaker falls off the edge of the roof. Dad runs into my room, bursts through the door because my room was right across from the bathroom. Door slam, light on, dog barking. Leans over my bed to look for a tweaker. The tweaker is running down the street, goes back to the bedroom, unloads JA9. What happened? Are you okay? Dad explains to stepmom. Is Anon all right? I slept through the entire ordeal and didn't so much as roll over in my sleep, and that's why if someone ever breaks into my apartment, I probably had a good run.
Early in the morning, hear a loud bang on the back door like someone trying to kick the door in. Here we go. .jpg. Model 10 schizo posting led me to actually buying one. Grab it out of the bedside table and waddle to the back door. Unlock and swing it open quickly, looking for a target. But there were none. The hell? Shout, I swear to Cowboy Christ, you see this big iron, you're gonna go from Texas red to Texas dead. Head back inside. 5 minutes later comes another loud bang. Okay, what's going on? It was windy as hell that morning, and my shitty screen door was being blown all the way open and then slammed hard enough that the mechanism up top that's supposed to keep that from happening broke.
Be home alone, around 19, making myself some food in the kitchen. Above the kitchen sink is a window that is to the back porch. The back porch is enclosed with a deck panel and mosquito net. I look up from the sink and see some fat redneck on the back porch. I always carry a gun with me, so I take my G19 and go outside. I come around the house and ask what he's doing. Have gun in hand. He starts some bullshit about. I'm just doing asphalt, kid. Do you need your driveway done? No, leave. Never had to shoot or anything. I have another 2 stories about when me and my bro would camp on our dad's land in Appalachia. We had encounters with trespassing junkies or root hunters. Be autistic little edgy kid. Me and bro in full kit. I'm in modern stuff. My bro is in Vietnam era stuff. I had a 16-inch barrel AR. Bro had an M16A2 clone. Hanging around our land when we see a car parked. Panic. Don't know whose car. Decided to take pics and investigate. We lay in wait. I lay to one side of the car. My bro is to the rear of the car. We're each about 100 yards away from the car in cover. We're autistic little kids, anons, you must understand. We establish a safe word. It's Cherokee. If one of us says it, the other immediately intervenes. I see scrawny root hunter coming from my land. I run up and start interrogating him. What are you doing in me swamp? He immediately ducks towards the public road on our land. Shit, now he's not trespassing. I still give him hell, ask him if that car is his. He claims not to, and gets aggravated with me. Autistically screech Cherokee like Cherky. My bro runs down the hill with full Alice gear and M16 a 2 clone. Scrawny Root Hunter is nervous. Root Hunter walks away. 1 hour later, meth pixies come down to retrieve their car. We're still in full kit. These addicts are claiming they don't know how the car got there. We ask questions, they don't know previous guy. End of an autistic experience. We did not call law or a tow truck. As we all know, druggies will burn shit down if you aggravate them. It's worth mentioning my dad had a few buildings on that piece of land.
Should have just shot the guy, to be quite honest. He would have had the car keys on him, so you could easily have just taken the car a few towns over and had your brother drive you back in your own vehicle. It's not like the junkie would have been missed.
What's a root hunter? I already Googled it.
Ginseng root hunters, scourge of the rural southeast. Basically, they raid people's land for a valuable herb. Usually do things like leave gates open, cut wire fences, resulting in lost livestock, and their digging will usually destroy other vegetation. And a lot of them scope out houses to rob or tell their crackhead friends to rob.
B19. Bought a shotgun but had to hide it because my mom is no guns. Come home from working overnight, see a man in the kitchen. I'm a bit alarmed, but then I remember it must be my sister's new boyfriend. Go upstairs and come back down to get something to drink. Smell of weed is intense and the man is messing with my 360. Ask him what the hell he's doing. He gives me some random answer. Go upstairs and bang on my sister's door and tell her BF to not touch my shit. But anon he isn't here. My brain realizes, oh shit, and I run to my room, get my shotgun and come downstairs lightning fast, point the gun at the man. Mom runs into the living room and gets in front of him. Anon, WTF are you doing? Dude runs out of the house. The police come and take statements. They handcuff me because Lib Mom is trying to cover for man by saying maybe he was coming to mow grass. Dad comes home and sets her straight. The police let me go once they realized my mom was just nuts and didn't know the guy at all. Tells the cops the gun is too dangerous and they take my shotty for evidence, and I moved out shortly afterwards and have little contact with my parents.
How would you fare against uninvited guests? The law in my country is absolutely against the defender because the system gives advantage to life over property. The law prohibits you from expelling invaders through your own physical force, only via civil claim. 1. If police arrives, they will either detain you and make a police report for defending your possession/property through force. 2. Or they'll just make a report that some uninvited guests are in your house, which will give the invaders the leverage. For now, there is a police report that you weren't there, and thus preventing you from dethroning them in secrecy. C1. The same police report can be later used against you in tort/criminal proceedings, and you may end up in jail and paying a fine. If they are successful in invading it, you were absent, invaders can install a private security into your home/land, claim before the police that they had the original possession, and until the court decides who originally had the possession on your filling, regardless of the ownership, it may pass months, if not a year. If you attack a private security guards in front of the witnesses, you are going to jail just as if you assaulted the police officer. So how would you do it, anons? What would be your tactic against the invaders?
Put lye in a medium-sized glass vial. Buy bundles of fake dollar bills, wrap them in a few $20 bills. Buy fake gold jewelry with fake gemstones. Buy fake gold coins. Put all of the above in an easily cracked safe in an obvious location very near the entrance to your house. Scenario 1. Robbery while you aren't home. Thieves find and crack safe, leave with the goods. Thieves get third-degree chemical burns in sinuses or gums when they try the lye, not coke. Thieves who survive try to pawn the fake goods, realize it's all worthless. Thieves try to pass it off on another thief, get busted and start a war. Scenario 2. Robbery. While you are home, they snort the lye. Thieves make you open the safe. Thieves snort the lye, not coke, and get third-degree chemical burns in their sinuses. You and your family stand up, undo your restraints, chop up the thieves, dissolve them in lye, and dump them in down the drain. Scenario 3. Robbery. While you're at home, they don't snort the coke and don't kill you. Thieves make you open the safe. Thieves take everything and run. Thieves snort or sell the lye, not coke, and die from third-degree chemical burns in their sinuses or are killed by the other thieves. Scenario 3. Robbery. While you're at home, they don't snort the coke and don't kill you. Thieves make you open the safe. Thieves take everything and kill you. Thieves snort or sell the lye, not coke, and die from third-degree chemical burns in their sinuses or are killed by the other thieves. All scenarios. Cops ask you if you're involved. You say nothing and pretend to be mentally special. Too hard to prosecute. Charges dropped. Follow up. For dealing with invaders, you need several things. The actual entrances should be hidden. Install a fake door for thieves to beat on and keep the actual entrance hidden or disguised. You should have multiple entrances and exits, all locked and accessible only to you, and all hidden or disguised. You should have hidden passages inside the house so you can retreat into the walls and attack the invaders from there, and take their bodies to a hidden place for processing after you defeat them. As for the particulars of a home invasion, you need to delay them from room to room, soundproof the house, and make the house block radio and cell signals so they can't call the cops from within the house. For the former, you need solid doors inside and out, 2-inch deadbolts, heavy-duty hinges, and 4-inch screws attaching the hinges to the house frame. For the latter, you need something to block radio waves. Try aerated concrete insulation maybe. Ask an electrical engineer. Delay them. Draw them deeper into the house, then circle around them, close the door, and kill them all.
Be visiting friends in a coastal town. All walk up to the bar downtown, getting wasted and singing sea shanties. Friends decide to head back to the house. I stay behind for one last pint and to close out my tab, really drunk. Leave the bar, stumbling through a town I don't know very well. Finally find my buddy's house. Stumbling up the steps, loud as all hell. Living room lights shut off. Knock on the door, but nobody answers, so they are clearly dicking with me. Start pounding on the door. It flies open, and a man I've never seen before shoves a pistol in my face. Knock the pistol away, reach for the heavens, and drop the heaviest punch I could muster on the side of his head. He rips a shot off into the unknown. The struggle leads into the house. I am screaming, "Where the fuck are my friends?" as he and I grapple and trade blows. He lost the pistol in the melee and just grappling for an eternity. Police show up. This isn't my friend's house. Sobered up considerably because of the struggle and adrenaline dump, explained to the police who I am visiting and that I mistook this house for my friend's and got shot at upon knocking on the door. They arrest the homeowner. I didn't forcefully enter the house. He broke the law, had to go in for questioning anyway. Turns out the guy is a hyper-aggressive dickhead who regularly threatens neighbors and their kids over petty things. Cops laugh about me rupturing his eardrum with the punch. Hangover starts kicking in halfway through. Based cops bring me a Rally's burger and fries. No charges against me. Released to friends. I am the home invader.
I hope that you enjoyed tonight's broadcast. If you enjoyed tonight's story, then please subscribe to the channel as more Greentext will appear daily. A new broadcast will appear when the clock strikes midnight Central Time.
Remember to check the Odyssey and Rumble pages for separate archives of previous broadcasts.